What is up, YouTube? This is Chris, I'm Professional Dad, and I'm back with another knife video. So today's been crazy. I filmed a couple videos already, a 3-knife challenge and a daily knife challenge. When it rains, it pours, as I said earlier. I've been waiting on some packages to come in, but because of holiday season, they were all running behind. And today and yesterday, they just started flooding in. So I've already opened a big box. I had to break it up into 2 videos. And now I've got a couple more boxes right here that we're going to go through and check out some knives together. But before we do that, I want to welcome anybody to my channel that's stopping by for the very first time. Welcome. I appreciate you. Thank you. I hope you like what you see. We talk about knives and EDC almost every single day. If there are any questions that you have about knives, if you want to have a conversation about knives, knife steels, knife maintenance, knife sharpening, anything at all, there's a wealth of knowledge in the comment section below. I myself have been collecting for a little while, and I thought I knew a little bit about knives, but I know that I have a lot still to learn, and I have learned more in a short period of time from my comment section than I have from the previous 2 years of watching vlogs and videos and reading blogs and stuff like that on YouTube and online. There's some people in the comment section that have a ton of knowledge, and they will give you some really great answers if you have any questions. So check out the comment section. You'll learn a lot. All right, I want to remind everybody I got a big contest coming up January 3rd, 2025, right around the corner. I'm giving a $200 budget to Blade HQ away. Somebody's going to get that budget. All you have to do well, before I tell you what you got to do to get it, you can get anything you want on Blade HQ with that $200. Spend it any way you want. I'm going to make sure that whoever wins does spend every single dime. It's my way of saying thank you to the community for all of your support, your kind words, your likes and subscriptions. All of that means the world to me. Now, all you have to do to enter the contest, if you're not already, is 3 easy things. Just take you a second. Number 1, like one of my videos. I don't care which one. It can even be a short, just like one of my videos. Hopefully you like them all, because you do like them all. Number 2, leave a knife-related comment on any of my videos. It can even be one of my shorts. Now make sure that it's knife-related, because that's how we strike up conversations and we talk about knives and EDC through that process. And the last thing is, of course, to subscribe to my channel if you're not already. YouTube is already starting to give me on the analytics how many people watch my channel, how many people view my videos, how many people are actually watching compared to how many are subscribed. And it's crazy. And I don't care if they subscribe or not. I mean, I'd love for them to, but as long as people watch my content and like it, that's what really matters. So if you are watching my content, I do appreciate you. If you want to be in the contest, though, you do have to be a subscriber. $200 budget, January 3rd, 2025, right around the corner. And I can't wait for that to happen. It's going to be a really fun process, and we'll all get to share that together. Okay, so disclaimer. This is the 4th time that I'm trying to do this part 3. The first couple of times, my little ones just would not stop, to the point to where I was like, okay, this is not just cute little interruptions. This is out of control. The 3rd time, Master Sergeant, you are very correct. When you cut away from yourself. I was using a SOG that I've only seen and unboxed once, and then I put it away, and I haven't looked at it since. It's the Pro Hen XR in Cryo D2. And I was checking it out. It's a very dull knife, even brand new. I tried showing cut paper how dull it was. So I was struggling to cut a box open, and I right into my thumb, and it's deep. And it was bleeding everywhere. I mean, blood all over the place. So I had to stop, get the bleeding to stop, wrap up my thumb, get my kids situated, give it a little bit of time for them all to go to sleep, except for the last 2. And they're still in there playing on their phones and videos and stuff. So we'll be able to get through this. Now this box, the first one, is already open. I haven't looked at the knives, but I did get the box open and then sliced my thumb and had to stop. And I did switch up the knives that I'm going to use to open the other box. The knife that I'm going to use to open the second box is a knife that has been mentioned a couple of times in the comment section lately, including today. Someone mentioned this knife, the Benchmade Bug Out. I like the Benchmade Bug Outs. They're good knives. They're not one of my favorites. I think they're way overpriced. But they are popular knives for a reason. They have S30V steel. They're extremely light. They're good EDC knives. They have dual thumb studs. They have a really good crossbar lock or axis lock. I mean, to the point to where Benchmade made them famous. Now everybody can use them because their patent ran out. The action on mine's not very great, but you know, I just haven't tried to do anything with it. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of bug outs. If you've watched my videos, you know that I'm not the biggest fan of the bug out or the deck, either one. The reason why is because these things are sold because of their lightweight. I don't care for that too much. I like a knife that will give you more integrity in your grip, that feels more sturdy and solid. I don't like a knife to where you can squeeze the handle and you can feel the give in the scales. And there is a lot of give in these scales. And that is deep carry pocket clipped. It is reversible. You can go left or right-handed, tip up only. Again, it's a great blade shape. It's a great EDC knife. I think this is a fantastic EDC knife. I think it's really, really nice. It's a good knife. They're not going to break. They're not going to, you know, give in your hands and squeeze them until they snap, even though sometimes they feel like they are. They are good knives, and they sell as many as they do for a reason. Me personally, it's just not my style. But people do love these, and they sell like hotcakes for a reason. And a lot of people, they are their style. It has a great swedge on the blade, a great drop point. It is an excellent slicer. It's just light and thin, but that's what its selling point is. Now, here's the thing, though. In my opinion, not in Benchmade's opinion, obviously, in my opinion, they are overpriced. You can get these knives right now for starting at $175, $180, all the way up to $250 to $300, depending on what scales you get, what blade steel you get, stuff like that. This is an S30V, and it's a good one. And I think this one costs $180, $190. They're good knives. I just think they're overpriced. I really do. I think they're overpriced. But if you want a bug out, to you, it might be a great price. And if it is, then that's great. That's exactly what you should be happy to spend. You know, just because I don't think something is the right price doesn't mean that you are. That's the great thing about this whole thing. It's all about relativity and perspective. My perspective doesn't have to be yours, and yours don't have to be mine. We can still be friends, and we can still agree that these are awesome knives, and we love knives. And that's what it is. But I'm going to use this to cut this box open. But first, we're going to check out this box that already cost me a gash in my thumb. Now, one thing that I did open is they sent me this. The last box that I opened earlier in the video was a Blue Ridge order. I ordered it because I ordered so many knives. I wanted to get the best deal possible, and I paid far less through Blue Ridge. So I wanted to get more knives. But this order came from Blade HQ. I do like supporting them because it's a knife company. I like supporting them. They also have a great points program or rewards program. They also give you free stuff. Like the last order I got was a Flatanium flashlight and stickers and patches and stuff. Not that you need to order them and pay a lot more money just to get stickers and flashlights and wallets and stuff. But they do give you little extras incentives, but the biggest thing that they've got going on is their exclusives that you can only get through them, or Knife Center, that you can only get exclusives through Knife Center. Smoky Mountain Knife Works, they have exclusives. Every knife retailer has their own exclusives, and that's the great thing about dealing with them. Now, Blade HQ sent me this Blade HQ logo little wallet here. And you know I'm in the EDC, so I carry these types of wallets and pouches. I have a ton of them. This is just right up that alley, right what I would carry. And I will probably put this to use at some time, or maybe give it to one of my boys. So my oldest, he's 9 years old. He's wanting to get into his EDC game going. I can give him a little flashlight for this, a little pry bar, maybe an ink pen, a little notepad, and get him started on his EDC journey with this. So that's pretty cool. Also, you know I love my stickers. Now, I did move my little filming area in here to the back bedroom. I cleaned this room out and stuff because the kids like shacking up together and sleeping in the same beds and watching TV and stuff like all little kids do. They don't like sleeping in their own bed when they're that young. So since this room's hardly being used, I moved it out. So I do still need to get my board and put it up back here where I'm going to be from now on, and start doing the thing that I was talking about before with my stickers, lining all my stickers up on that. And then eventually, once it's full, signing it and do it in a giveaway. All right, so the very first knife that I've got, this is, I know what this is. This is a QSP. Now in QSP you get a sticker, you get another sticker, and you get a little card here. This is the QSP Unicorn. I like this. I like this a lot. Look at that. I like that blade shape right there. I like that blade shape a lot. Swedges on the top, give it that little extra, little bit of spice, little style. I like the micarta. I like the holes in the handles. Makes it look cool and lightens it up, which I do like a heavier knife, so I wouldn't care if they didn't have the holes in it. It would still look cool to me, and I would like the extra weight, but that just gives it a little cool little look. Deep carry pocket clip is reversible, left or right-handed carry. The screws are inset so that they will not snag on your pockets. Now this has got, this is a button lock. All right, so action's really good. Action's good. It's not too snappy. I mean, that's probably going to wear in. Button lock. It's got a little thumb flipper here. Now, there's no jimping on that at all. And actually, yes, there is, but it's extremely micro. You can barely see it or feel it. But it is jimping a little bit. Not a lot of room, so your finger really does struggle to find it and grab it. And that's why you struggling to push it out. It does have the thumb holes here. Let me see if I can do it. You know I can't. Yep, I can't even do the thumb holes. Now, if you have smaller thumbs, you might be able to do the thumb hole opening. But yeah, there's no way I could do that. My thumbs are just too big to fit in that. So for me, it is either that or the button lock. Now, it's not too bad action-wise doing it this way with the button lock. It's all right. The best part for me about this is the blade. I really like that blade shape. I really like that blade shape. Let me see how sharp it is. Now, I did start bringing paper. Okay, so not too sharp, not too sharp. If you hold it just right, it's got a little bit of an edge, but it's still catchy. I can feel it wanting to catch. I mean, it feels pretty sharp, but it's not as sharp as a lot of them that come out of the box, just to be honest. A lot of my QSPs that come out of the box brand new are really, really sharp. This one, you can tell that it can definitely use a couple runs down a leather strap or something. I like the knife. It feels all right. So I mean, it's got room for your fingers, but I don't know if you can see that right there. It actually is making my fingers kind of want to go like this, where it's got this curve there. So it's literally forcing my hand up and kind of making it in U shape, and that's kind of uncomfortable. So I really don't like that. It's not a very comfortable grip. It's not a very comfortable hold. Now, if you turn your hand sideways a little bit, like always, you can find a hold and a grip on the knife that will work. You can always do that. No matter how the handle feels, you can always find a way that it feels comfortable. But just holding it in your hand, that grip is a little off. Now, if your fingers are smaller than mine, if your hand's smaller than mine, it's probably not going to be an issue for you. But I do have these big sausages, so my fingers do, it is pushing them together pretty good. I really don't like the grip on this at all, the feeling. I like the shape of the knife. I like the look. Let me see a few stats on this knife. Let me see. QSP Unicorn button lock knife. Let's see. 7.5 inches overall with a 3.25 inch blade. It's Sandvik 14C28 in steel. That is not a drop point. Okay, so it's calling it a drop point. It says 59 to 61 on the Rockwell chart. I mean, that's better than we were seeing earlier, 57 to 61, which that's pretty soft. 59 to 61, I mean, that's better. Stone washed finish on the blade. Brown micarta. Doesn't really look brown at all to me, at all, but it's called brown micarta. It's 3.7 ounces. Left or right-handed tip-up carry only. It is on bearings. And let me see. Made in China. Okay, so here's my overall take on this knife. Oh, and what's the price on this again? $49. Okay, $49. I'm going to tell you right now. For $49, I could find a lot better knife than this. Just to be perfectly honest. Does it look cool? It looks really cool. I like the look of this blade a lot. I like the look of the handle. I do. But all in all, after feeling it in my hand, the action on it, the way it feels in the hand, the way it pinches my fingers together, the thumb hole is not very good. So, I mean, you're going to struggle opening that like that. All in all, it's not a drop point. This is not brown micarta, but then again, we've already talked about it today. I'm not very good at my colors. That does not look brown at all to me. Does that look brown to anybody? I mean, I guess in the camera, it kind of has a brown tint to it, but it looks, yeah, I don't know. I guess they can call that brown. Doesn't look brown to me. For $49, guys, you can do a lot better than this. A lot better than this. Now, if you like this style and you just like QSP, it does have 14C28 in steel. That's a saving grace for this knife, honestly. That's a plus. A button lock, that's a plus. Deep carry pocket clip that's reversible, that's a plus. There are some pluses, but there's a lot of negatives. You might like this knife. You might think that this is the bee's knees, and you might be like, yes, I love that look. I want that knife. And again, just like we talked about the bug out, that's great, and it should be the knife that you get, and I support you, and I'm glad that you like it, and we all like different things for a reason. You know, personal preferences, and we all have our own. I just think that this is not the knife for $49. If this was a $25 knife, $30 knife, maybe $49. Just earlier in the last video that we had a $49, $50 knife that was a pretty good knife. This, I just don't see it, guys. Now, it's QSP, and it hurts me. It hurts my soul to say that about a QSP because I like QSP a lot. But I'm going to tell you, the Unicorn, in my opinion, is not the knife for $49. I like the knife, just not that much, just to be honest with you. I don't say that about a lot of knives often. I really don't. But I just don't see it for this knife. The action's too slow. It's not snappy enough. Again, the thumb hole, the handle is not a very comfortable handle. It doesn't feel good in the hand. I can tell by the geometry of the knife, of the blade, it's not going to be a good slicer. I can just tell by the geometry. It will until you get about halfway up the blade, and then it's going to start bogging down and getting catchy and stuff because it goes from real flat to real wide, real quick. There's a drastic change in the geometry of the blade. And, you know, it's kind of slim, but there's some blade stock there. Yeah, so all in all, I don't, if you like it, by all means, get the knife. Just in my opinion, you can do a lot better for $49 than the QSP Unicorn. A lot better than this knife for $49. And that's just my opinion, guys. I'm not right about everything. I don't know everything. I just make videos in a back room, and you know, that's all. I'm no expert or anything. Okay, so this is the Vosteed Tarsus. The Vosteed Tarsus. Okay, now Vosteed is going to come in and save the day. It's going to change it around for us. All right, this box is a little beat up. I must have had this for a while. Okay, so typical Vosteed. It's got the pouch right here. Okay. I don't think any of my other Vosteeds have a sticker. What is that? That's a dinosaur. Is it Tarsus? Is that a dinosaur? I guess it is. A Tarsus. I guess that's what a Tarsus is, with that big ball hammer type tail and the horns all over its body. I guess that's what a Tarsus is. All right, so let's check out this knife. All right, so we got a microfiber cloth, like always. And I like the look of it already. I like the look of it. Okay, all right, yep, yes sir. I like the look of this a lot. Let me hold that so you see how that knife is shaped. All right, okay. I don't really like those thumb studs that are like that. That's not really a thumb stud, that's a thumb disc, or whatever they call it. Still works the same. I just can't, dag on it, I just done it again. It's just not my day, guys. All right, so the action is great on this thing. I'm having trouble with that thumb disc a little bit, but that's not the knife, that's me. I done it again. That's twice. Okay, so you got to be careful with this, because that is a sharp point. Look at that. That's a good looking knife right there. I literally did it twice right there. Look at that. I did it twice. So you got to be careful when you're holding this in your hand right here and you're closing it. That thing is coming down and catching me every time. Now I'm going to try to show you how easy it is to do that. It was coming down just like that and catching my hand. I like this knife a lot. A lot. It is not a deep carry pocket clip. Screws are inset, and it is reversible, left or right-handed. Blue micarta, an axis lock. It feels good. It's got really good weight. The action is smooth. It is snappy. I've got to do this without dropping it on my daggone palm again. It's razor blade sharp. Razor blade sharp. Bit me twice. Steel liners all the way through it. It feels good. It's got, for me, a good weight. Let's see about the feel in the hand. Now I can already tell it's a little small, so it's a 3.5 finger grip. 3.5 finger. Now it does have this little spot right here so you can choke up if you need to. I don't ever really like putting my finger that close to the edge of the blade, but you can. But right there, it's a little small for me, but that's okay. Still feels good. And actually, that thumb disc right there gives you a flat platform to lay your thumb on. So that actually feels really good right there. Feels really good. I like this knife a lot, and I love that blade shape. Look at that blade shape. I love that. It's got a good swedge on top. Steve and Maggie, buddy. All right, here. Nope. Take the box back on. Sorry, guys. There you go. Go on. Take it in there. Go. Sorry. So it's a good blade shape. It's nice. It's awesome. I knew I was going to have at least one interruption. This is a really nice knife, guys. A really nice knife. Let me see. This is the Vosteed Tarsus. Let me shut this door. Nope. Go. Let me have it. Dude, you guys to go, okay? So, let's see. Blue micarta. I'm not starting this video over again. It's not happening. Okay, go on. Go shut the door. Shut the door. Okay, so this is a $72 knife, which is a good price. 7.18 inches overall with a 3.03 inch blade. Sandvik 14C 28N, 60 to 62 on the Rockwell chart. So it's getting up there in that hardness that we like. Satin finish, 3.42 ounces, left or right-handed tip up carry, thumb disc on bearings with the crossbar lock. U is the designer, Y-U-E, and it's made in China. Apologize. It's made in China. Yeah, all in all, I mean, the retail price is not bad. For a Vosteed, $72. Crossbar lock, good micarta. It's a sheep's foot blade. Yeah, I like this. I mean, I like this knife a lot, guys. A lot. If you have smaller hands, this would be a really good EDC knife. If you have smaller hands, it's a little small for mine. I'd like it to be a little bit bigger, but that doesn't bother me none. I mean, I'd like it to be bigger, but it doesn't change my impression of the knife, is what I'm trying to say. I like this knife a lot. This is a really nice knife. Boy, as much as I dislike that knife, I like this knife a lot. This is a cool knife. I love that look. This thing just looks mean. Look at that swedge. It just gives it that it factor. It goes all the way down, that swedge does. Look at that. Boy, I like this knife a lot. I really do. And it feels that weight. The way that disc gives it that platform for your thumb. I mean, this is a nice knife, guys. This is the Vosteed Tarsus, and it is great. And I got to be careful how I hold it because I don't want a number 3. I'm not redoing this video. I don't care if they come in and they sit in my lap and scream through the rest of it. I'll open this next box and I'll get through this daggone thing. And this is getting posted. So hope everybody can tolerate my mishaps and my yappers in the background. You know, it is what it is. So, but you guys are great. You guys are so cool and understanding, and I appreciate that more than you know. All right, so I'm a little confused about this because I know there's only 1 or 2 knives in here, and why they would send me a box this big, I do not know. Now that last knife that I used, the one thing about this knife right here, this bug out that I will say is how sharp it is, razor blade sharp, and it will cut through anything, especially cardboard. And that SOG ProHint XR, it wouldn't, I mean, I was trying to cut paper and it was struggling. And then I was forcing it, and Master Sergeant, you was right. As soon as I went to cut, I mean, I pulled it out and stabbed myself right in the thumb. So you're right, cut away from yourself. This, no problem. Boy, it's just slicing right through this. Right through it like nothing. Definitely should have started with this. Okay, so let's see here. This is ridiculous. Why they would do this? Okay, you ready to see this? This is what you call waste. Why didn't they put the 2 knives in this one and the 1 knife in the smaller box? I don't know. All right. This is another one of those stickers that says, I hate knives, just kidding. Can you imagine, from Blade HQ? I really think those are funny. Those are pretty comical. Okay. This is a knife. I'm going to tell you right now. If you like fixed blades, if you like tactical fixed blades, odd looking, odd shaped fixed blades, if you like EDC or self-defense fixed blades, if you like knives, you need to get one of these. I'm going to show you why. Well, that bug out is razor blade sharp. Okay, so this is a Mantis Knives. All right, Mantis Knives. This is a cool knife right here. Let's see. All right, so what has it got with it? All right, it's got some hardware here. All right, so it's got some extra hardware. No stickers or anything. All right, no stickers or anything. All right, so this knife is so cool. Look at this. It comes with these clips that you can take off and put on different knives. Look at this little thing. Look at that. Now it says USA on the handle right there. This is not USA made. It's a USA company. It's not USA made. All right, so it's a little small. Definitely too small for me to put my pinky in the ring. Definitely too small. I like this little knife. Now, this is exactly what it looks like. This is not a big fixed blade or anything like that. This is a very small, they call it a karambit knife. This is not a karambit. This is almost a clip point. I can see why they're calling it a karambit with this type of blade and with the finger ring. This is not a karambit. Not even close. It is black and red twill carbon fiber. Black and red twill carbon fiber. Look at that. And boy, that does have a shimmer to it. Look at that. Man, this is nice. Okay, so this is 6.25 inches overall with the 2.65 inch blade, so it's under that 3 inches, that magic number. It's Bowler M390, the entire piece of steel. It's Bowler M390 with black and red carbon fiber twill, or black and red twill carbon fiber. Let's see, Kydex sheath. Now it is made in China. It comes with the little clip right there. Those clips, they sell those, you know, outside. I can't remember the name for them, but those are really good clips. Those are really good clips. They're adjustable. Kydex sheath. This knife, good retention. You can use this as a neck knife, as a slip it in your pocket, an EDC knife, a self-defense knife, a tactical knife, a boot knife. It is small. Now, it is a little small for my hand, but where the mid-watch earlier, the Savivi, that ring was farther out, so it was at the end of my hand digging in. With this, it's right in the middle, in that palm, so it doesn't bother me like that. The other one was right over there digging into my fingers, and I did not like that. So this is a lot easier to handle, and it's a lot smaller. It's a lot lighter. This is just, it is what it is. This is just a small little good EDC fixed blade knife that looks different if you like collecting knives because they're odd or different, whatever. It is, it feels like it's got a porcelain coating on it. It feels porcelain. I think it is porcelain coated. No, it's just red powder coat. So it's just red powder coat, but it has that porcelain finish feel to it. So it's a red powder coat finish on Bowler M390, the entire piece of steel, and black and red twill carbon fiber. I mean, this is a really nice little knife. Let's see how sharp that thing is. Okay, so it can't be completely perfect. So the sharpness is off a little bit. Yeah, it's not very sharp. Not very sharp. This thing needs to be run across a belt a couple times, a strap. It definitely needs to be sharpened up, for sure. But I'm going to tell you, I would not be buying this or carrying this for... I mean, this is just a neat little knife. I mean, this is a really neat little knife. I probably wouldn't EDC this knife myself. Just because, you know, I'm just a bigger guy and I like the bigger knives and stuff like that. But this would be a great little EDC knife for somebody with smaller hands or somebody that's like a minimalist. Look at, you know what the price on this is? You're getting Bowler M390. You're getting a Kydex sheath with that clip that you can take off and put on other knives and sheaths. You are getting the carbon fiber. You're getting everything for $39.99. That's a really good deal on this knife. A really good deal. $40 on this thing. That's a great price. I like this a lot. It's definitely needing to be sharpened. 100%. It is, I mean, that's a lot for a package for $40. As small as it is. Now, if you was going to use this for like a tactical self-defense knife, $40 is a really good price because it is very, it has a knife fighter type of feel and look to it. You know, you get that reverse grip and stuff. I can understand why they call it karambit, but it's not a karambit at all. I understand where they're going with that and why they're saying that, but it is not a karambit. If you know knives, you know that this is not a karambit. But it is what it is. This would be a great little self-defense fighter. You put a razor's edge on that thing, and I'm going to tell you, get a good reverse grip. That point, man, that is a point right there. Holy smokes, that is a point. And it's Bowler M390. So, and what was the RC on this? It did. No, this one didn't have the RC. So I don't know what the Rockwell chart is on this, but I'm going to tell you, for $40, guys, this is dynamite. I've said it a million times. Dynamite comes in small packages. This is a dynamite little knife. Maybe it's just because I like the style of it and I like the look and I like the fact that you're getting what you're getting for $40. So maybe I'm a little rose-colored glasses right now, so to speak. And maybe once I have time to think about it and I actually process a little bit of it, maybe, but I don't think so. I think with everything you're getting with this little knife, as long as you look at it for what it is, you're not expecting it to be something that it's not. If you're expecting it to be something it's not, you're going to be disappointed in this knife. But as long as you look at it for exactly what it is, and then you take in everything that you're getting, then you're like, yeah, $40 is a really good price on that knife. I do not like the fact, I mean, I understand that they're trying to support USA and stuff like that. It almost seems like it's a little bit of misleading representation. They do list China as being the manufacturer, but it's kind of says USA on there, so it doesn't say USA made, but it says USA, and it kind of leads you to think. I definitely would take, if it was me, I would take this off and 100% use this as a neck knife. I would, or I would use it as a boot knife. One or the other. Probably a neck knife because as small as it is. Good little weight. I mean, 3 point, what was the weight again? It doesn't even list the weight on here. Man, it doesn't list a lot about this knife. regardless, I don't care. I'm impressed with this little thing. I'm really impressed with this. I like it a lot. Then again, I just like knives, so that it could just be because it's cool looking. It really could. I like it. $40, guys. That's a good deal. Blade HQ. So that is the knives that I have to go over tonight. I appreciate it, everybody. Okay, I'm coming. My video's over, buddy. Go on. I'll be right there. Remember, we've got the QSP Unicorn. No, stay away from this. Unless you really like the look of it, go for it. Otherwise, you can do better for $40. We have the Vosteed Tarsus, which is a home run. And then we have the Mantis, which is a good knife. Okay, I'm coming. Go on. I'm coming. All right, guys. So thank you for watching my video. Apologize for we didn't have these issues with the first two videos today, and I was not going to film this a fifth daggone time. So thank you for tolerating me and putting up with this video the way that it's went. I appreciate you guys very much. Remember, any knives that you see that you're interested in, or if there's any other knives, I've already got people reaching out to me wanting to order some knives and stuff like that. I will tell you guys really quick, Chavez and Hinderer are two brands that Blade HQ, or not Blade HQ, but Blue Ridge does not deal with. So outside of them, for the most part, every brand I can get. So people are already reaching out to me. I can get knives at my dealer cost, the same cost that that Blade HQ, Knife Center, Smoky Mountain Knife Works, they all pay the same price for them at the dealer wholesale cost that I pay. They have overhead, brick and mortar stores and stuff like that they have to pay, a big staff, so they have to mark their prices up. I can sell them close to my cost because I don't have any overhead. But I'm getting them for the same price they are. So I've already got people reaching out to me. I've already told them some good prices. So it's legit. If you're interested in any of these knives or any other knives, reach out to me. If you do want to get a couple knives and save a lot of money, I can help you do that. One hand washes the other. You help me, I'll help you. But remember, my contest is coming up. I appreciate everything, guys. Remember, keep your lives full and your knives sharp. And I will see you in the next one. And next time, I'm going to wait till these ones are in the bed and I don't have a sliced thumb. But have a good one, guys. I'll see you guys when the next box comes in or before that. Whatever. I'll see you guys soon.